I'm like, but I want to tell you congratulations about the hustling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been playing it in diamonds.
You don't even know.
He like, man, that's you? Man, they been telling me it's somebody in diamonds playing my shit. I don't even know who it was.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, that was me. Hey.
Just real people, real convo. I'm Peter Bailey, and after my nightcap with Bo Dilly, I invited Miami's music and cultural curator, Sam Sneak, for a sit-down. The always enigmatic DJ and musician opens up on his evolution from promoting Maybach Music to now being the face of his own brand. Folks, welcome to NiteCap. Today's guest, let's say he is fabric. He is a cultural architect to the Miami scene, to the Miami sound, but more so Sam Sneak. I'll say you're a brand curator. You're a brand curator of the Miami scene, of the Rick Ross brand, of just the Miami sound. Take us back to Sam Sneak, the beginning. North Miami, right?
Yeah, I'm from North Miami. So interesting enough, right? I've always loved music, right? So me going into the space of actually creating music and then it like taking off into another level was like, when I made the first song, the Haitian Peanut Butter Jelly.
Haitian Peanut Butter Jelly.
I created it just like making the mix and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna make like 4 or 5 other songs, put it on the mix CD, sell it in the school. And so I buy some shoes for all the year. That's the whole concept. It ended up taking off.
How old were you when you did
like 16.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a kid when I did that.
Interesting. And that's funny you said that because once again, who's thinking about remaking Peanut Butter and Jelly? Once again, that integral Miami culture.
Yeah, I've been so like, I was almost like I'm obsessed with Miami music.
Why?
Growing up, I used to listen to the underground radio station. I was just fascinated by it, like by those guys, listening to them. Like I was like, yo, they are dope.
DJ Uncle Al and those guys?
Uncle Al, Bo the Lover, and I'm listening to these guys. I'm like, yo, these dope, they dope.
Wow. Did you feel sometimes, Sneak, like a little chip on your shoulder, like my sound, what we have is a gem, but why the larger the New York's? Why it's not playing elsewhere? Or did you even know what was going on elsewhere?
At the time, being young, no, I didn't really know. But as you grow up and then you hear certain songs, you're like, hey, and no one actually like kind of credit Miami. They'll say Miami bass. They'll say Miami bass all day.
Yeah.
And then act like, no, that's just dance. They make only dance. And like,
booty shaking music.
Yeah, it's like, it's more than booty shaking. Like, and you guys have come down here and gotten a lot of sauce and go where you go and then you implement your culture and then it become a thing. But it's like people forget where they got it from.
You know
what I mean? Like if you really a historian and know, there are people that tell you, like, I think I saw a interview with JD when he talks about coming to Miami for the first time and seeing the strip club. And he was just like, yo, you know what I mean? Like this, like, so, but when you look at it, they'd be like, yeah, Atlanta's the strip club. You'd be like, right.
But a lot of people come here and they, like you said, they get something and they leave with it, right? But your story to me is even more fascinating because, we're Caribbean.
Yeah.
You're Haitian.
Yeah, I'm Haitian.
So in that time, when you were growing up, explain, because I was told by one of the brethren from Zopan that ironically, Zopan was created because it was an internal struggle with African Americans.
Yeah.
And like a black on black thing.
Yeah.
Explain that.
So it was like a thing where like, oh, you Haitian? And it'd be like, they'll pick on you and things like that. But like Zopan, they older than me. So when Zopan's coming around now, like the younger Haitians is like, like, so.
It's like a pride.
Yes, and it's like a fight back thing. Like, yeah, y'all not gonna be picking on us, right? But as you get older, you kind of realize, oh, yeah, this was like strategically done to divide, like we black. So like if you get pulled over, no cop is waiting to say, oh, let me make sure if he's Haitian. Let me see if he's American.
Exactly.
Let me see if he's Trini.
Exactly.
Let me see he's Jamaican.
Exactly.
Let me see like African. Let me see. Nah.
You just a
It's like,
Negro.
yeah, that's what they see. So if that's on their mind, okay, you black. You know what I mean? And as I got older, I realized like, oh yeah, this is really a divide and conquer. So a lot of the conversations you hear, you're like, all right, so like, what? Nah, you Haitian. Okay.
And it's funny, you know what I'm saying? I should know better, but because I existed in Miami, I said, man, let me go really study the history of Haiti. Why everybody messing with Haiti? Then I learned about France and how, you know, France and the Western world wanted to make an example out of Haitians.
Yeah.
If you black people ever try to rise up again, this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
For a Haitian, how much do you carry that story, that truth?
Every day. I have it tatted 1804 on me. I try to tell people about it.
1804 is the revolution.
Well, that was the official, like, where they declared the independence, but it started in 1791. The first meeting was, I believe, with Dutty Boukman, which is actually a Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
And a maroon Jamaican, right? And
Maroons,
so
yes.
they were in so many slaves would escape plantations and they would go into like the wilderness, right? And then like August 14th was like one of the first meetings. And then I believe like August 22nd was the first official revolt, 1791.
Wow, you know your history.
Yeah, and then from there it just kept on. And then what happened is Toussaint joined in after.
That was over the church.
Yeah, Toussaint Louverture, he joined in after, I think, believe the second or the very first after he heard, and got into it and became kind of like the spokesperson for the revolt because he was one of the few slaves that can read and write.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's like when you know, because a lot of people, I don't know, maybe they don't know or care to know, but like it's a lot more than just 1804 or May 18th, 1803 is more than that. You know what I mean?
So educating, because I got a bone to pick. And my Haitians, I think after, is it Thanksgiving or Christmas, you guys drink that pumpkin soup. What's it called?
January 1st, the pumpkin soup.
What's it?
Soup jumeau.
My issue with that was, okay, a buddy of mine said, Peter, that was to show defiance to the French. Because that's a tradition so it's kind of like the word Negro, right?
Yeah.
Where we say, well, you used to call us, but we kind of own it as empowerment.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like, I mean, it's like with slave revolt, right? When they burned down all the sugar plantations. They burned them down once they got rid of all the slave owners and all that, right? But I saw something on Instagram that was interesting perspective that I had never thought about. It's a dude, he's married to a Jamaican.
Okay.
And he was speaking on how he's getting ready to meet her parents, like her grandma and mother, right? So he wanted to know before he go, like, so when I go in, you know, how do I like greet them? You know, do I like kiss them and
That's
things
important.
like? And she was like, no, you know, not too much of that. And then he ended off saying he believes that how depending on what Caribbean island you come from, whoever was the oppressor, that's more like how you are. So the Jamaicans is English, right?
They're British, you're right.
British, so they're not with the smooches and all that. But the French are really with the smooch.
That's why Haitians are so...
Right.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? I was just like, wow, I never
And like the
thought about that.
Bajans are very stush. Jamaicans are very stush. That's that British influence.
It's British influence. So when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? That kind of makes some sense that I never thought about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So now you're Haitian, you're coming up in Miami, the sound, but you're drawn to hip hop. What draws you to hip hop first? Who and what?
I was young. Also, my mom had us at the age of 42, young, like an older age,
My
right?
mother had me at 38.
So, but all her siblings already had children, right? So our babysitters are like our cousins, but they're like older. They're like teenagers or going into college, right? So that's who used to babysit us. They're into hip hop. So I'm like, you know, watching like hip hop videos. I'm just like fascinated. Like I'm like 5 years old. I think I was I was definitely between 4 and 5. Because I'll never forget the first time I saw it. Two Live Crew, Me So Horny was the first video I ever saw.
How old you were?
Yeah, I was like 4 or 5.
Me So Horny. See,
Yeah.
that's that Miami
Yeah,
stuff.
it's Miami. Like, growing up in Miami,
Yeah.
it's when you leave, you realize, oh, that wasn't normal to grow. Like, way we were raised is not like normal. It's really not.
No, when I moved there, when I moved in 05, I had to adjust because my cousins was here. And it was just a lawlessness that I wasn't familiar with. But Sneak, look at how the whole culture has taken up that lawlessness.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? So what we accustomed to again, like in elementary school, like all the kids know it, you know what I mean? And it's not necessarily a big deal. Like I saw another post, right? And it's like, yo, not real. Teen clubs in Miami. I guess it's a teen club, but looking back at it, I'm like, I don't know what was so teen about it, other than us being teenagers.
Because you used to start DJing in the strip clubs.
Yeah, well,
how you pull that off?
So I was already DJing.
Okay.
And I was doing like house parties and like baby showers and things like that. DJing in the streets, right? Doing my thing. And I get a call to DJ at Diamonds, right? And around that time, DJing in the strip club was like older people thing. And it was almost like you fell off if you weren't DJing in the strip club. It's almost like you're doing reality TV.
It's like an actor, a rapper, now okay.
Right? And like I just looked at it like an opportunity, and I kid you not, it went from that, then other DJs started coming, and then it just became a younger thing. But before it was older dudes DJing in the strip club.
What sounds you used to play in the strip? What sounds you started playing that got the people?
So Disco Rick, shout out to Disco Rick, right? I never used to talk on the mic, right? When I'm doing house parties and the street parties, I had an MC with me, right? Shout out to DJ BJ and Fat Boy. And it was like, we go around and, all right, I'm about to play this, right? Or be like, hey, play this, all right? And then, the MC, right? But you can't do that in the strip club. You have to do it yourself, right? So I'm like, I don't know none of that. I don't know how to do any of that.
Yeah.
So Rick helped me, and he like taught me. He was real patient with me.
Wow.
But I think he was patient because how well I played music, like my music selection. So in the strip club in those days, it was like you played 2 hype songs, and the third song is a slow song, like literally a slow R&B song, like
in a strip club.
Yeah, that was the formula. Like you play 2 hype songs, the third song be like a slow song. And I'm just like, okay, I can't. That's too slow. I come from the streets. I'm like, so I was like, I gotta figure out a way not to like kill the vibe. So I would play like rap songs that was like towards women, that was like kind of softer, but it was still like rap. You feel me? But it wasn't so much like, so that's how I started to do it. And the girls loved, like I got good reviews from the girls.
What was one of your favorite songs of musicians with that type of melodic rap, when you say? Like,
T.I. made a lot of that stuff.
He did.
T.I. made a lot of that stuff. It was, I would go play Chillin' with my bitch. I would play, like Freak Though.
He did make a lot of those
Yeah,
songs.
he played. I was like, like I play 8-Ball MJG, Space Age Pimpin'.
Space Age Pimpin'.
I would play, like certain, you see records like that. You know
that
what I mean?
one will get it.
Tila Show Enough, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's a slower, like it's not hype, and it's a girl singing on the hook.
But it still has that masculine machismo in it.
And the girl singing on the hook, and it's, you know what I mean? So, like records like that. So it's still rap, but it's like slow down, like you ask.
It's like up north, that's like the Mary J and Method Man.
Right.
When they had that.
Right. So you get like that type of vibe, you know what I mean? And the girls loved it. And I was like, I'm Haitian, I was island. A lot of the girls I was dancing there were from the islands.
From the islands?
Yeah.
As conservative as Caribbean?
Listen, it was some Jamaicans, it was some Trinidad, and they loved me because like I play like Jamaican music too.
Yeah.
Like I knew about Jamaican, I knew the rhythms and stuff like that. So,
vibes and all that.
Yeah, so when I would play it, they'd be like, Okay, okay. And then also a lot of like island dudes will come in and like, you know, they typically wouldn't hear that type of stuff in there. So when they hear it, they be like, yo, they start spending money.
Interesting.
Spend money in the club on the girls. The girls like you.
Everybody like Sam.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, your music selection is pretty interesting. Yeah, that's how like I kind of really got into the strip club heavier and heavier. And then I love music. I'm always listening and trying to like, what's new, what's the vibe, and like.
What draws you to music, Sam? Because I could tell you live music. Some people, their language is music, bro. I could tell you think musically.
Yeah, well, everything in life is music. You think about it. Music connects people, it brings people together. The beats, the rhythm, like, you know, you could be having a bad day, you could be pissed off.
That's true.
And then a particular record, and I don't care who it is, it could be a particular record, come on, it'll calm you down.
Switch your whole
vibe. And then make you think about, you know what, if you in a club, right, you could literally play songs and get it rowdy. Yeah. And you could literally play songs to drown it out and clear it out. You could play songs like you literally control the vibe.
And Sam,
music.
Make sure because we're going to get back to that because the power of music and what's happening to these little young boys.
Yeah.
But before we get there, you have this kid from Haiti, man, from Miami, in the strip clubs, loves music. Then you just happen to get with Ross, with Fat Boy.
Yeah, but I had already met Ross before the strip club. Remember, I'm in the streets doing like parties and stuff, and we used to go to parties too, but I'm like underage. Larry Dog,
comedian.
Yeah, so Larry Dog used to have his open mic thing at MVP, where El Palacio's at. Yes. Right, and Ross so happened to come that night to just talk to the up-and-coming artists and stuff, and I saw him, and I went to speak to him, introduce myself. I'm like, yo, I'm Sam Sneak, I'm gonna be the next Uncle Al, and he just looked at me like, what? And I was short then, too. He was like, whatever, just take my number, I'm gonna come holler at you. He came and hollered at me on a Saturday, him and Gunplay. Wow. They came, and I was just showing them, like, the internet, like he looked like, oh, okay, interesting. And I had a bunch of shoes, sneakers in the room. He's like,
this was before hustling or after hustling?
Way before hustling.
Wow, like back when he was with Slip and Slide, like he was in that video, the round hair.
Yeah, he's in that video.
That was like a little bit before, like after then.
That's like right around that time.
Wow.
Really. So, cause I already knew about Ross. Like I was always on the hip hop sites. What was it?
Interesting.
Was it 305hiphop.com?
I remember 305hiphop.com.
Like that's UB and them, right? I think so it's out of UB. So I used to always be on their website. Cause they used to always like.
They were like a Bible, bro. They were like a.
So, and they would always highlight up and coming artists. And so I'd just be like, and I got on the Ross, I'm like, damn, he raw, he dope. He don't really rap like he from Miami.
No, he don't.
And he got like bars. I was always like, yo, he raw. So I see him, I'm like, oh, Ross. So I go introduce myself, right? And he come see me. He come see all the shoes in the room. He like, what you do? I'm like, sell CDs, ringtones. I used to put ringtones on Nextels too.
Even back then?
Yeah, like, so remember when people used to have ringtones on Nextels? I had the app and the cord I could plug into Nextel and load you up with like 15 ringtones. Wow. But why people used to come to me is because I knew how to take out the bass and make it ringtone. Because people would do it, but it sounded distorted because they put it like with the full MP3. But I understood like sound, so I'm like, I gotta take a little bit more bass out and make it more like
melodic again.
Not melodic. You just have to make it like mids and highs. Bass just makes it sound terrible. So I actually had it sounding like a ringtone, like a real ringtone, because I knew how to take out the bass and stuff. Yeah, like I try to figure it out. Yeah. And I was like, okay, boom. So I would have people lined up around the corner of my mom's house waiting to get loaded up ringtones.
You used to sell them?
Yeah, like it's like I had a.
How much you sell them for?
I think it was like 15 for $30, $40 or something like that. Come out, load you up. And it was custom. So you might want a particular part of a song. Yeah. I'll chop it up. You might just want the hook. Yeah. I chop it up for you, and then and put it on your next sale.
That's that Miami hustle. Boy.
Yeah, and I used to do that. I used to sell CDs, you know what I mean? You want custom mix. And I used to make mix CDs for like dancers, like school dancers and stuff. Used to come, put a show for me together. All right, cool.
So Ross is like, man, I want you to DJ for me.
He was like, he just, you know, like, man, you my DJ, man. He just a young kid, so he just said it like, you my DJ. I'm like, all right. Fast forward, and I'm at Diamonds. Remember, Diamonds is like the top strip club at the time.
That's why I used to have to go meet Trick when I was writing the book with Trick.
All right.
Out of every Thursday, I'm in Diamonds with Trick.
Okay, so you remember, like, please explain to people, because I say this and people just think I'm talking when I say, look, you couldn't wear shorts in Diamonds. And there was an attire you had to abide by.
It was classy, bro.
Yeah, that's what Lenny was on, right?
Classy, bro.
And he didn't want, like, he didn't want it to go too hood, like, you had to walk the fine line, like, keep it, don't give me too much of that. He would always come
You could keep it how you all do your thing, but y'all keep it simple.
Yeah, only time I got to go crazy is if Trick was in the building.
Yeah.
If Trick was in the building, Trick would be like, hey, man, play, And I'm like, oh, okay, because Trick here, Trick told me to play it, you know what I mean? So, Ross, no, it was Freestyle Steve. Freestyle Steve was Timberland's DJ, right?
Okay.
And he came and he handed me the CD. He's like, yo, this the new Ross. I'm like, Rick Ross? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right. And like Timberland produced it? He like, yeah, because Timberland came in with him.
I didn't know that.
Timberland didn't produce it. He just told me that so I could play it. The Runners produced it.
The Runners,
Yeah, so boom, I go ahead and play it. I hear it. I'm just like, yo, I broke all rules. Like, you're not even supposed to play songs back to back because when the girls would dance, right, Lenny got tired of like the floor hosts having to talk to customers like, yo, it's the same song, but it's a different price. And you know, it's the same song playing over and over. So dude, like, it's the same song. I'm not paying, never mind all that. I'm running hustling like 8 times, like really back to back. Like it was crazy. Right?
That was hustling, right?
Hustling. So I'm doing that for a couple weeks, and I'm just like excited, like, oh, let me call.
So you week after week playing this record?
Yeah.
Wow.
So let me call, because I still hadn't talked to Ross in a long time. Right? Let me call him and congratulate him. So I'm like, yo, and I get his number from CP. CP give me his number. I call him, yo, what's good? He's like, what is this? Sam Sneak, what's good? Oh, what's up, boy? And like, I'm like, yeah, man, that's dope. Like, hey, fuck it really go. He's like, man, we got one, boy. I'm like, I'm thinking he's talking about another record. I'm like, oh yeah? Yeah, man, I'm gonna text me on email. I'm gonna have the engineer send it to you. I'm just like,
engineer? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. I'm like, but I want to tell you congratulations about the hustling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been playing it in Diamonds.
You don't even know.
He like, man, that's you? Man, they been telling me it's somebody in Diamonds playing my shit. I don't even know who it was.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, that was me. Because you know what Diamonds was like. You couldn't just play anything. It was hard.
Studied, bro.
Man, it was hard to really get. And I just went in, like, went crazy. Like, it was playing it week after week playing it. So it was just like, he was just like, yo, I hadn't talked to you in a minute. Like, you just went in, like, I'm like, yeah, you told me I was a DJ. I mean, even then, I was always
just
like.
the strength, bro.
Yeah, so that's how that, like, I had already met him, but that's how that like, we reconnected. And I was always just.
Well, speak on that, Sam, because we in an era where young people, you know, they're chasing their dreams. They're so transactional, man.
Yeah.
They don't understand the concept of building a relationship. Why at such a young age you understood, you know, whether I get something from this or not, I want to add to the culture. This record is important, and I just want to add this to the culture.
I guess no one's bigger than the program, right? And Lenny always told me something interesting, right? And I had many perspectives in taking it. And I used to just be like, wow, whatever, I'm dope. You know, the girls, they'll boost you up. And I'm young, too. And he pulled me to the side one day, and he was just like, anybody could be replaced.
Anybody.
Yeah, and that sat with me for like a couple days. I'm trying to figure out like, and I just started coming up with different concepts of that, and it was just like, never like feel like you too big. You know what I mean? Don't feel like, you know, with the split second it can all be over. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of times I just carried it like, I appreciate it.
You
Thank
always
you.
did.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're like, and that's why I say, let's go to where I talk about you being this brand curator. Because the first person, bro, to ever tell me I was a brand was Ross. I didn't even know what a word brand meant. Like, he was into branding.
Yeah.
And when you came along, I don't know if you're gonna take this right or wrong, but it's almost like, from the Miami scene at least, I had never seen someone with an artist become like a real ambassador and curator, mascot of the brand.
Yeah.
Was that by design? Because he was branding the Bel Air from back then. Did he tell you to do that? You were like, you just took, instinctually knew, this is what I'm just gonna put this on my back.
Oh no, I've always been into branding. That's how like, see, when you hit a tag Sam Sneak.
See, you're teaching me
So
something.
that came about with me like not getting a shout out from one of my DJ homeboys, my older DJ homie. Shout out to Big Ralph, man. And that turned into me tagging the songs, especially songs I knew were hot.
Okay.
I knew was going to be hot. I would
Okay.
tag them, put them on mix CD,
Okay.
and I would go ahead, put them out there. I would holler at the dudes who was selling CDs on the road and the flea market, like, yo, this is a mix CD, bunch of hot shit, most of it not even out yet. And first it was like, whatever, but they started selling. Right? And when they started selling, shout out to Nino Brown too, right?
Yeah, the new artist. Yeah.
So,
Nino. I
Brown.
think Nino Brown. Nino Brown.
So Nino Brown,
was
Rich
We the
Kid.
Best.
He
Yes.
was Rich Kid.
He was Rich Kid.
That was his name.
That's
Rich
right.
Kid.
Back then he was
His
with
name
Cali.
is Rich Kid. And he used to,
right.
before he even got with Cali, he used to sell CDs.
I didn't know this.
He used to sell CDs throughout Miami. He's one of the people I used to sell CDs to.
Wow.
He used to come pull up on me and
The
buy
social media influencer, Nino
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah, dude, you like, you see this, he gonna be like, yeah, that's a fact. He used to pull up on me, or he'd have me pull up on him over there, right behind the stadium. That's where he stayed at. And I would pull up on him, and I'd like sell him a bunch of CDs. And like, one thing about him, he used to be all through Miami and Broward.
I remember seeing him. I remember seeing him.
Rich kid. You know, I mean, he used to be in his blue Sebring.
So Nino back then is you and him. You seeing each other?
We both was young at the time too. Barely like 20. Nah, we weren't even 20. We weren't even 19. We was young. But and he was actually one of the leading dudes of getting music, like having the music. And people come to him and buy CDs from him.
Gotcha.
Right.
The bootleg from back then.
Back then. And I would give him mix CDs, and went from giving him mix CDs to like albums and stuff. He'd had all that early for me.
So teach me about that, Sam, because the music business always had a love-hate with the bootleg guy.
Yeah.
So back then, the bootleg was its own sub-economy for DJs and stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and so I used to get it early. I used to get it early.
How you used to get it that early?
Man, it was crazy. I used to be part of this little like internet little hacker group thing. And I used to have like all the albums early.
And leak it.
Yeah, they used to leak it early, but then you'd have to be part of like this group. They'll invite you to the channel, and then within the channel you're able to download like all the new like releases or whatever album CD they ripped. Right, ripping is basically they get the main CD uploaded onto the computer. Right, that's ripping. Right,
Teach these kids something, Sam.
right. So, but ripping too was like, it's a unique kind of thing because anybody could rip, but you'd have to know what you're doing as far as uploading it and the quality.
Yeah, because
You know
I used to buy the bootleg CDs. It was these white discs, and some of them were terrible.
Right. So I always had the quality uploaded music. Like I pride myself on it having to sound a particular way. It couldn't sound fuzzy. It had to sound just like the CD. And I would have all of it. Sometimes I'd have albums early. I listen to the album. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a good song.
Wow.
This is gonna be a good song. This is gonna be a good song. And I would tag the good songs. And then sometimes I put it on a mix. And I just give it to like Rich Kid and other like bootleggers throughout. Like,
You calling him a Rich Kid. Everybody know him as Nino Brown.
Yeah, it's Rich Kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So then you've seen the evolution of the music distribution.
Yeah.
Because some people are upset, even me, streaming, like I don't get to own my product, actual hard product anymore. But it was like back then you guys were cutting into the market with the bootleg, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Is our fault? I don't know if it's our fault. Our bad.
Interesting.
But you know what's crazy? We would, so I guess it worked hand in hand, right? If we had an album early and it was good, it was being played in the clubs everywhere throughout the streets. In turn, that made you hot.
It kind of held the momentum of the artist.
That would make, we need to book this artist, or we need to, because even though like we sold, and at that time we sold like CDs and stuff, people still wanted the original thing. So they'll buy it early just to hear it, and then they'll still go buy the actual album because they want the booklet. They want to, you know what I mean?
I used to read through the booklet.
Yeah, so they used to still go buy it, you know what I mean? And I think when the labels try to really force that kind of like, y'all bootlegging, it kind of make it like, well.
Kind of hurt the underground artists a little bit, somewhat.
Yeah, and somewhat
Really?
So for instance, right, if you going hard at the bootleggers or the people who got the songs early and stuff, right, you don't put it out. They have to wait to get it. And this is the date we spent X amount of millions to do it and stuff like that. Well, you look at it, I spent all this money and the artists get nothing anyways. Y'all trying to 10X on somebody like who doing all the hard work. Y'all 10Xing.
That's true.
20Xing. You feel me? And we really giving it a space. This is before 360 deals and stuff, right? So I feel like the artists could get booked, you know what I mean? Early, people know your songs from your album already, you know what I mean? And they booking you. And people in turn still will go buy your album. Jeezy album.
Interesting.
Jeezy TN101 album, I believe, leaked.
That went crazy when he leaked.
6 to 9 months before it came out. Right?
Yeah,
and people still went out and bought it. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I remember when Trick Daddy, I think it was Thugs R Us leaked, right?
Thugs R Us.
But the Thugs R Us album that leaked was a sample clearance album. You know, so when you go get sample clearance, they tag it. So the sample clearance for Slip and Slide was, whoa, whoa, slow down, Trick Daddy. Whoa, whoa, slow down, Trick Daddy. Okay. Slip and Slide don't play. Slip and Slide don't play. That was the tag over the song.
Wow.
That's so. I'm basically gonna tell you, like now, if someone sends a record to go get sample clearance, they'll put a tag on it. This is for sample clearance only.
I used to get those when I used to work at the Herald. They would send me those.
Right. So, so if whether it be sample clearance or you do reviews.
I used to do reviews.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was the tag for Slip and Slide. It wasn't the same. It was like, whoa, whoa, slow down, Trick Daddy. Whoa, whoa, slow down, Trick Daddy. Slip and Slide.
How you remember that?
They gonna tell you.
So you say, Sam, in a way, the bootlegger was important to the engine of this whole infrastructure of music to some degree.
Yo, you know what's crazy? If they wasn't bootlegging your CD, you just knew it was like,
it wasn't hot.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
And I also learned something that I didn't know. A lot of your records, you would take to the strip club to see how the audience there vibe to it before you broke it.
Yeah.
Wow.
The strip club, man, everyone. Okay, so back then, you know, the club is like, it's almost like you have to be, knowing what's going on, almost like it's an uptight thing, right? The strip club, you play the whole song. And in a regular club, it's like, you can't, you like, all right, what's the next song? All right, what's the next song? All right, what's the next song? You playing a whole song back in the day in the club, it's like, people like, yo, like, what is he doing?
That's very true.
But in the strip club is when you play the whole song. You feel what I'm saying? Because someone's dancing and they want their money's worth, so we play the whole song.
I remember when Trick's album was coming out. What was the one when it was in the back, but the Finally Famous, one of them.
Yeah.
They played all the records in the strip club. And that's how I learned that you break down, you feel the vibe in the strip club.
And then you get the understanding of like what's going on. Like Trick used to come in Diamonds. Like,
all the time.
All the time. He'd sit there. He was the only one.
Every Thursday night.
And he was one of the few ones that could wear shorts and be back there doing his thing. And Trick would be right by the bar. He'll walk to me, man, go, he the one that actually put me on the plies.
Interesting.
Trick, like,
explain that.
So I guess they was just either working or just had Simplified just like sign them. And what was Plies' first mixtape? I think 36 ounces or 36, something. I forgot his first mixtape, but Trick came and he's like, hey, you got Plies? I'm like, who? Man, you don't know who Plies is? Man, play Bond Money. Gave me the CD. Bond Money was first. I was like, it's dope. He's like, yeah, man, it's gonna be the new name right here. It's Trick.
Trick put a lot of people on.
Yeah, Trick used to love listening to Plies. He used to come, Diamonds, like, man, play that Plies for me.
You just made such, because with the you gotta watch this internet. Remember years ago, the internet ran with this thing where the two of them had, so you just debunked all that nonsense.
Yeah, Trick, like, he would come in Diamonds and be like, play that Plies. And Plies was like, I'd be like, man, you know, Lenny don't want to hear that type shit.
Yeah, that gangster
Yeah,
stuff,
like, man, fuck that shit, play that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, man, look, you with Ross now. You take all this know-how of building a brand, because you already was brand building. So you just showed me that. How did you say, okay, we're gonna look at Ross, the juggernaut of this southern rap right now, and we're gonna create this brand?
Well, like Ross a brand already himself. He always gonna be on his.
But he always take a team though.
For real. So, but what was interesting, right? I know Miami. Miami, like, it's funny city.
Very
right?
funny.
So when Ross got hustling, Ross dropped Port of Miami, is doing his thing, and gotta give credit to E-Class, because E-Class is power, marketing, branding. Listen, man.
Always.
Man, I
remember Poor Boy had the water bottle?
Yeah.
They used to put the Poor Boy in the water bottles?
Listen, I'm about to tell you something. E had 2 big buses, and this is before they banned tour buses coming on Washington Ave.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, tour buses were you used to be able to bring your Greyhound or your tour bus along Washington. You could drive down there. This was the last year you were able to do that. And E had 2 big ones. I think one had TVT on it, one had Big Jackie O.
Jackie O.
Yeah, the Jackie O, Poor Little Rich Girl coming, right? And even before then, E had rap jitneys with Cognito and POD on them. You know what I mean? I remember seeing, I'm like, yo, like
on the jitney.
On the jitney. E was already on, like, and then there'd be a bunch of dudes coming out there with po' boy shirts. E was already, like, E always was on that, like, marketing thing, right?
They were like the first street team. Now you got social media street team.
Yeah. So Port of Miami, Trilla, all right, cool. Deeper Than Rap about to come out. It's before Deeper Than Rap come out, right? Ross dropped some Mafia music.
Mafia music. The infamous Mafia music. How can we forget?
Get into it with 50.
With 50.
And then at that time, people were just like, oh, well, his career over.
No, everybody thought that
50's
it was over.
Career ending. You know, people would come to me and be like, yo, you know, you might want to separate yourself because, you know, it's over for Ross. And I just was like, yeah, nah. Wow. All right. So we go on the road. If we do a show, then they're gonna do like a promo run. I'm like, do y'all need me? like the DJ, like y'all just doing promo. All right, y'all don't need me. I'm going back to Miami. I would fly back to Miami, be in the clubs, DJing, just to keep that energy going. Like, yo, nah, we ain't finna forget. You know what I mean? We gonna keep that Ross. We gonna keep that Maybach. You know what I mean? Keep it going like that. So that's one of the things I always like. It's like stuck to, because I know like you can get lost in the city of Miami easy.
Bro, Miami is almost, I told somebody this, Breeze actually, with JT Money's crew, I told them that Miami's a place almost like you got to go win the Nobel Peace Prize 3 Grammys.
Yeah.
And they still might not look at you.
Yeah. You have to, like.
This is a boss star town, man. If you're hot here, you're probably gonna blow up anywhere else. I think so.
Yeah. If you make it here, for sure, you can make it anywhere. Like, because Miami's like,
Because think about it. It's not a local city. Remember, people are coming in here.
It's an international city.
Anybody can hear your music.
Yeah.
But take me back to what you just said, because I remember Mafia music. Mafia music, bro, that was a seminal moment in hip hop. I remember picking up the New York Times, but the New York Times didn't cover hip hop beefs, bro. Remember, I'm a journalist, bro.
Yeah.
This is not of the New York. I'm reading this thing where they're describing Ross going after 50. And you're saying that moment, people were like, bro, just end it. Because everybody thought it was 50 doesn't lose back then. Why you said, nah, we gonna keep this going?
I always believed in Ross. Like, I knew he was like, yo, man, listen, man. Ross' pen is like next level. Like, the way he paints the picture, like, you can be on your couch, you just woke up sleeping on your couch or whoever's couch, right? And you about to make some ramen noodles or something, and you put on Ross, all of a sudden the ramen noodles, it tastes like some gourmet spaghetti.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you in the room like, yeah, it look like this now.
Yeah.
But I'm in a 4, 5, 6 bedroom house.
Very motivational,
you know what I mean?
Music, man.
And he paint the picture and take you to like, whatever song, you feel me?
I know.
It's like, look, someone said luxurious rap, right?
One of my favorite records, when NiteCap, I was having a really low moment, bro. I was in St. Thomas. And I haven't told anybody this, Sneak. I used to go this Lookout, and I used to play Rich Forever, bro. That record just got me through just ambition.
Yeah.
So it's a thing.
Yeah.
And you saw that from back then.
Yeah, and then it's what he's saying. You listen to it, made up my mind, do it.
Sure did.
Made up my mind, do it. Made up my mind. Yo, people forget. Yo, Ross literally, like, had his health at risk. He caught seizures because there was no sleep. We really didn't sleep.
That was a real thing with y'all.
Yeah.
When you say no sleep, y'all just see the city.
Yeah, and then studio, writing, putting it down. And you know, Ross is one of them people that he don't like, okay, if he doing a song and it's like 3 verses, he's not writing 3 verses. He'll write like 6 to 9 verses.
Yeah.
I mean, like, all right, you know, he's like, maybe it could be a bit better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's not like necessarily perfectionist, but like, he, like, the mood has to be, like, the painting, the picture has to be there. It's like no smudges in it, you know what I mean? If you gonna paint that picture, like, don't lose them as you painting that picture, you know what I mean? Don't walk them through this picture and then you leave them in a blank space, like, wait, what, how we, you know what I mean? Like, he paint the picture, get you there, and like, you can walk back out, you know what I'm saying, understanding that. You know what I mean? You listening to Ross, you know what I mean? You go back and listen to Port of Miami, go listen to Triller, you go listen to Deeper Than Rap, you go listen to all those albums, and you'll just be like, yo.
He made Miami street rap, bro, palatable to a Fortune 500 CEO in LA, in Coral Gables. He sophisticated that art form.
Yeah.
Sam, I like I said, I watched you. You were my first NiteCap in the cut, right? That went viral, bro. And what I've seen with you, how have you maintained just this level, even keel from there to a picture with Jay-Z and Ross, bro? You were in Paris. Like, you've always maintained this evil vibe, this even balanced, chill vibe, low-key vibe.
Well, I don't, I just, when I look at it, I don't know, it just be like, oh, okay, that's cool. I
Interesting.
appreciate it. I just be like,
Yeah.
it's cool, you know, like,
Because you were there for the pure artistry.
yeah. So like, you know, I guess too, I've always been popular since middle school.
So the attention ain't something that
yeah,
you
like I was
got
in
you.
middle school. I had like the different color Reeboks that matched the Dickies.
You was
know
always
what
that
I'm saying?
eccentric, eclectic
Yeah,
cat.
like I used to be dancing then. Like I've always been
Got
popular.
you.
Girls always liked me. So
Got you.
and when they be like, I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. You
You
know.
always been a smooth cat.
Yeah. So
Got you.
it elevated, of course, but I guess it's like in my mind, I kind of understood like, you know, they could love you today and be like, never mind tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So it's don't get too like, man, you know who I am, man. Like that energy, I almost feel like when it comes with that energy, the universe be like, no, we don't know who you are,
Because
and no one will know.
the universe only rewards what you give and what
Yeah.
you take.
Yeah.
I told a buddy of mine, he said, P, my prayers don't be coming through. I told him, 'cause maybe God know your prayer selfish.
Yeah.
Your praying, it's selfish.
And two, you can't pray with an envious heart. So you can't be praying and like, I want this, that to happen for me, because once it happened, I'm gonna just go on these people and do it's like, yeah, that's just not gonna work. It's gonna blow up in your face
All the
real
time.
bad.
All
Like
the
even if
time.
you get it, you're just gonna crash out.
Because it was
Genuine, you know what I mean? You did it to like be malicious, you know what I mean?
be malicious.
And it's like, you can have success, and it, like they say, success is the best form of revenge, you know what I mean? And that's that. But then when you're successful and trying to like go after people that might have wronged you, or for your perspective wronged you, you know what I mean? You might have
Your
felt that way,
perspective wronged
and that, because it not necessarily might not be that.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
True.
So now you holding on to something that wasn't even like that.
It's true.
You know, somebody didn't mean nothing by it, and you took that and held on to it, and now you trying to get back on something that somebody was just like, wait, where this come from?
And the universe ain't vibing.
Nah, the universe don't reward that.
At all.
Yeah, it don't matter who you are. No one's above the program. No one's bigger than the program. The program, the universe.
And Sam, you're an artist yourself.
Yeah.
It takes a certain sacrifice for a person who's an artist to not suppress their art, but say, okay, I'm gonna build this Maybach brand. I'm gonna wait and turn where I could have my little line.
Yeah.
I first heard your artistry, forgive me, because not peanut butter, with Nipsey Hussle, man.
Yeah, Mary Jane.
How did that, I love that record. You didn't even know I know that record.
Yeah.
You didn't even know I know that record.
So
How? You and Nipsey Hussle, Mary Jane.
When Nipsey first came to Miami, right, I like met him, and I took him around, took him to Foot Soldiers, Foot Soldiers downtown, took him to like restaurants and some shops, and we've always been cool. I've always had like a cool relationship with Nip.
How y'all first met?
Well, Ross wanted to sign him.
That is true.
So when he came down here, I went to link up with him.
Got you.
Just took him around the city. You know what I mean? And like we clicked it instantly. I'm like, man, you cool, man. I'll rock with you. And I already knew his music, but that was the first time we met. Like, you know what I mean?
So you know Nip before this guy became the icon.
Yeah. That's why there's like a picture on my page where we sitting in the studio and he playing me these records. He playing me rap. Like his last album, he playing me them records.
Wow.
I'm listening to them like, yeah, this shit dope. You know what I mean? Like I really like rocked with him.
Wow.
So when I asked him like, yo, I want to put a record together with you, Wiz, and Currency. I want to make it a smoke record.
I remember that.
And he like, all right, cool, send it to me. Say less. I'm like, all right. I sent it to him, and he didn't have time to do it. But then he came to Miami and recorded it. But I wasn't in town.
But still,
he recorded that at Cool and Dre studio for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I hit Currency. Like, yeah, man, I got you, Sinead. I hit Wiz. Yeah, no problem. And I know these, like, I know these dudes. Yeah, outside of, like, the music, I know them. Like, oh, what's up, boy, you good? Yeah. Like, I would hit them up, like, you good? Like, yeah, I'm cool. Ironically, like 2 years ago, on my birthday, I went to the juvenile facility on my birthday, and I had my birthday party there.
Wow.
Like I ordered like 20 boxes of pizza and like 150 wings, and I just went there just to like, just kick it with the kids.
Why was that important for you?
Growing up, I used to look at it like, I want a like popular person to come to our school, talk to us, or like, I guess like as a kid, I always wanted to feel like seen or like, because I had ambition, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, how I'm gonna get there? I'm like, I'm from North Miami. I don't even know anybody else that DJ at like that level from North Miami. I'm like, damn, it's like, I go to the city and link up with people from the city, Lil Haiti, like that's DJ. I was like, it wasn't nobody in North Miami. You know what I mean? Let alone caring about some young dude trying to put it together. So I just did that on some like, y'all know, like, your peoples ain't forget about you. Life just be lifing. You know what I'm saying? And like, just let young know, like, hey man, life be lifing, bro. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, and this ain't your end all be all. All y'all under 18, man, y'all get out of here and really change your life. You feel me? You know what I mean? And then, like, they introduced me and like, yo, this Sam Sneak, It's like, go ahead, talk. I'm like, I didn't come for that. I'm like, I ain't come for. I literally came to have a vibe. You want to talk to me, they can talk, but man, bring the food. Bring the food in here for them, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And when I did that, I called a few people. Boss Man D-Lo, DJ Academics, Wiz Khalifa, and like they got on the phone, like shot them out, stuff like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing, Sneak. Wow.
Yeah. I don't really, like, cause I genuinely do, I don't do it for like looks and press. So
you're not supposed to, God said you're not supposed to promote your work.
I really just did it. So and what was good about that last year, I did 2 years ago. So last year, one of the girls hit me up, was like, yo, I just want to let you know, I got with my family. I'm getting, looking at colleges now.
Wow.
That warmed my heart.
Of course.
That baby, like, you see, it's stuff like that.
But then Sam, speak on it. I'm gonna be devil's advocate. Cause Sam Sneak, your genre technically is gangster rap.
Yeah.
Technically with the Maybach music. When in our era, to me, I saw more storytelling of what was going on. In this era, I almost see I had a kid inbox me, and it's like they want to catch a body because they feel they're not going to be relevant as an artist if they don't catch a body, for those who understand, as in kill somebody.
Yeah.
As an architect of this, bro, you see where it's going. Is it the art that's leading it, or just let the art be art? What do you think? Because they killing each other out here, son.
It's scary.
Like target practice.
Yeah, it's scary because it's like, I see, like I'm watching this video with these young kids from LA, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope. And they just talking, and as I sat back to actually listen to what they're talking about, like, most of the songs that I found that was cool, that was talking about someone else, right? And I'm like, yeah, if you remove that element, that op,
yeah.
Can you make music? And a lot of them can't.
Interesting.
You need your op to make music.
So that anger and killing somebody is their musical muse, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's the only way they can articulate certain dope catchphrases and things like that. But there's like, and so you have to look in the mirror as an artist, like, are you really dope? If you need someone to talk about in order to make some dope shit where people catch on, you need somebody. So as much as that's your op, he's really your counterpart.
He's actually your king, man.
Yeah.
He's your master. Because it's almost like the podcasting. And you talked about earlier, it's, okay, so somebody says so-and-so about you, so you gotta come. So you're basically saying if you're an artist and you can't thrive on your own energy within, you're really not an artist to some degree.
Yeah, like, so what happens if your op die? And it's happened.
It's happened.
There's artists
It's been happening.
Yeah, but there's artists that can't. That's after that, it's like, yeah, we're not interested anymore.
Their material has ran out. Wow. So we watching some of these artists like bro, I watched the Queso trial in Jacksonville. You a Miami boy. Why Jacksonville so treacherous? I had no idea it was this treacherous.
I always say I felt like my Jacksonville was like Miami, like it's like a Miami, but without like the glitz and glamour.
Gotcha.
And I'm talking about Jacksonville being like that for
Been like that.
decades.
I know.
It's just the internet put it out there.
The internet put it out there.
You know what I mean? But one thing that I just couldn't really get jiggy with was the record of them like.
Oh, Who I Smoke?
Yeah, it just was like I never forget it. I was in the club. I was in Studio 183 and they came on, and that's when it hit me. And I was just like, 'cause I looked around.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, and you know Jacksonville is like it's like Miami's cousin. You know what I mean? It's people from Miami that got family in Jacksonville, and vice versa. So I'm like, hey man, what if it's a cousin in here? And the DJ just randomly played the song, and it's just like, yo, this ain't. I know like it's a rap thing, but then there's people outside of that don't even get into it, and it's like I'm like, yo, that.
It's heartbreaking, son.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, that gotta be like, hey, I don't know about that one, cause you fast forward, none of that shit is. Like it was a moment, and then now where we at, you can't even play it as a timeless record.
You can't.
When you feel like, oh man, remember this? It's like, yeah, man, don't be playing that. I don't want to hear that.
It's almost genocide in rap right now.
Not almost, it is. It's interesting, right? I told somebody to do something. I do this like years ago, and they did it, and they was just like, hey, that's crazy. I told them, I say, go on YouTube and just search "white girl gets beat up."
White girl gets beat up.
And then it went, it couldn't find anything. I said, now go look for black girl gets beat up. And it's like a slew of
I be wondering, bro, if that algorithm, black pain and trauma, is its profit.
Yeah.
I be wondering.
So, because the white stuff get taken down.
I didn't know that.
Black don't.
It don't. You go on Facebook, bro, all you see is black people fighting.
Yeah.
And don't tell me Zuckerberg, whoever you are,
So,
come on, man.
So all those things on there, right? If you read the terms and conditions, they violate all of it. It's still up.
I didn't know that. So all that's fighting, yeah, I'm seeing like soft porn on there, bro.
You gotta just pay attention to certain things.
Up.
Why is it the black stuff up, but the white stuff get like that? We protecting that look and image. So I'm like, yo, I think we fell for like we're in something that we don't even know. We're in something that we don't even know.
Cause somebody told me, Pete, I'm being real. I said, no. Every gangster, somebody cried, somebody kissed you, right? It's almost like social media programs you. If I pop off, I get those views. So guess what? I'm gonna keep popping off because that's my real.
And it's monetizing.
And it's monetized.
Not only views, it's monetizing.
You're monetizing our drama and our pain.
And hate.
And hate.
You can monetize off hate.
You monetize off hate.
Yeah, but it depends though. If it's you hate another black person.
Another black person.
But you can't hate.
And we gonna reach this monster in the room, Sam, because you've always, like I said, you're this guy, I won't say phantom, but you're always there in the most pivotal moments of hip hop. Drake and Ross. When that was popping off, what was going through your head?
Like, oh, again, here we go. You know, Drake and Meek went through it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, here we go again. Just
like that?
Yeah.
Did you compare it to when 50 and Ross had that thing?
Nah, man. Nah. Drake's a fan of hip hop. And he's a fan of Rose. He said it countless times, like on stage. Like he like Ross. He like a lot, like his pen. He like Ross. Like that's why he got a lot of records together. You know what I'm saying? With that, I just was like, they really finna do that? Okay. But with Ross, it's like, he got money, he rich. It's like, for him, he just be having, in my mind, I look at it like, yo, you ain't just having fun, huh? He just be like trolling. Because I don't think it's like serious with between them two. You know what I mean? From like Ross' perspective, I don't think it's like that deep. But like Ross can also show you like he like that with his pen. He can show you he like that. He can show you. He like don't think like you can't get this pen either. Don't think I want, you know what I'm saying? Ross like they'll tell you, remind you, don't think.
But Sam, what we saw in Canada looked serious.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened, man. Respectfully.
In Canada, okay, so in Canada.
And what the hell exactly happened?
In Canada, I don't even know where I was at, man. So I think I was either tired or like, all right, we did this show. It's about to be over. On to the next, right? And I'm not even really thinking. I played the They Not Like Us record, right?
So you the one played the record?
Yeah, I played the record
in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And again, I don't know. I wasn't even thinking. I wouldn't advise anybody to do something like
so
that.
So you wasn't thinking that wasn't intentional. That was just you just playing the record.
Not because that's what I did for like the past maybe 6 shows. At the end of the show, I just played that, and then I played Dreams and Nightmares. So then on top of that, when I played it, the reaction I got, it didn't even dawn on me like, yo, don't play this, because they all was hyped. Everybody was hyped. Like, hey, you know what I mean? Then I go, like, if you go back and listen to it, you'll hear it playing, and then you'll hear it go into Dreams and Nightmares. It's Dreams and Nightmares in the background playing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then those dudes, they use that as like as a ploy, like, oh yeah, because the song was played. Like, nah, I was on stage by myself. I played the record. If it was really about the record, yo, they had ample opportunity to come holler at me on stage because I was on stage.
So
by
nobody
myself.
at the time.
No security was on stage. Not even the event security.
Yeah.
No one was on stage with me. It was just me on the stage playing the record.
Wow.
That's it.
Interesting.
That's why when I look, I'm like, oh, whoa, what the fuck? That's why, I see like, then you'll hear Dreams and Nightmare go off. I put my laptop, my book bag, boom. I grab my blunt, put my book bag on, and I jump off stage. That's why when you see me in the footage, I have blunt in my mouth, my chains is out. I'm not thinking really like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, we gotta clear this out. And I just come in, whoop, and then everybody, you know, get out the way. And all the attention was towards me. I'm built for it tough. It did, like,
it's Miami.
yeah, I got up like that wasn't even nothing like that. People make it seem like, you okay? I'm like, I know I'm $150, but it's like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I used to do this all the time. You know, like play rough fight and all that. I'm not. Yeah. Plus, I broke the strongest bone in my body as a kid, a femur bone. So I'm in pain. I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even like it. And then I'm like, that's it. I thought it would be more like, whatever. So going back to that, right? When I played it, I honestly I didn't even get a frown up.
Wow. So people just vibing to it.
Yeah.
I know. Wow.
That's why most of the crowd ain't know what was going on. Cause we like interacting with. It's still a crowd I'm interacting with. I'm playing a record.
So basically, the people wanting to fight y'all. That wasn't the whole city of Toronto. That was a sector.
It wasn't even in Toronto. We was in Vancouver.
That's where it was Vancouver.
We were in Vancouver, and
Vancouver.
It was just like, for me too, right? The song, I don't even. I look at like, yo,
Sam, that was the biggest story of hip hop in the past 5 years.
Yo, I don't be in my mind.
You be in your own vibe,
I be
bro.
in my own world, even then, because even they be like, man, that record's a big deal. I'm like, for real? Yeah, man, Drake, like, I'm like, damn.
Just another record to you.
I'm like, damn, so Drake might really be upset about that I played that. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
That never dawned on you.
Not one bit.
Because it's just a record.
Like, yo, Drake did back-to-back and had...
That's true.
Did it in Philly. He had memes of Meek and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here like, what is, like, I'm not correlating like it's a big deal. I'm I'm in my mind, I'm not caught. I'm like, yo, this is just rap. I'm not really thinking it's really a big deal.
Yeah,
Drake was in Philly, did back to
I didn't
back.
think of
Like,
that.
and he had a bunch of memes. He had Meek up there with makeup and all that stuff,
didn't think of
and
that.
like trolling him and all that stuff. And I'm just like, oh, I didn't think it was a big. I honestly didn't think it was a big deal. And then it's just like later, people like, yo, man, why'd you play the record? And you should never play it. I'm like, well, for one, it wasn't about the record, but even then, why not?
It's hip hop, man.
But then I just realized, oh, we in a different space now. That's like, my bad. Maybe I should come out my bubble more and be like, yo, this is a different space, man. Like, you know what I mean? But
yeah. You was never scared in that whole incident? Because the video looked raucous as hell.
Nah,
the video looked
man.
people fighting and kicking. And...
No, man. I tell you, I've been through a lot of stuff, and like, man, I don't even dive into it, go public with it. I be like, man,
that is what it is.
Yeah, man. Like,
and our culture likes to amplify that.
What's meant to be will be. You feel me? Like, there's nothing you can do to prevent, like, as far as like life and death. You feel me? So I don't fear none.
That's true.
It is what it is.
Has your perspective changed about hip hop and their beats? Because it sounds to me, bro, you're a purist. You just here for the music.
Yeah. So I mean, it changed. I'm like, oh, this shit. It's like, you can't really just do it like that. It's just, you know what I mean? And that's why I looked at it like, yeah, this ain't the hip hop, you know? Because if you doing it, there's no way you can think it won't get done to you.
I didn't think about the back-to-back thing at all. That was vicious for real. That was a vicious campaign.
It's like all these corporations tweeting Meek, everybody's jumping on Meek, and I was just like, wow, this is unprecedented. When did Burger King and Arby's get into some rap?
Remember, Arby's on Twitter.
I'm just like, maybe it's some new thing.
Is that killing the beauty and the gift and the curse of this thing called hip hop that came from the belly of urban pain that has now become, hip hop, bro, has replaced rock and roll as the #1 most popular genre of music on the planet. Facts, data. Do you think it's like when Andre 3000, what's that song? When they took it, it was the love of hip hop. When I gave it to y'all, it just, as a purist of the art form who's always wanted to see it, I'm showing the biggest stage. You kind of regret now that your lady, the love of your life, this thing called hip hop has now been just pimped out to some degree? Like you said, what is Burger King and Arby's doing in a hip hop?
So that's like, when if you know, that's the thing. It's like the gift and the curse in that double-edged sword in that question, right?
That's why I asked it.
So you growing up or coming into the hip hop, right? You saying you want hip hop to be big. You want everybody to understand hip hop. Now hip hop is big, and everybody's into hip hop. You kind of like, well, wait, hold on. All right, wait, let's back up. It's kind of spiraled into like some different shit. I had a theory, right? I used to say, man, once Pac and Big died, like people like of us who controlled the hip hop, that was gone. The corporations came in.
Yeah. It's like activism, bro. It's like revolution, Once you could brand and market it, that divine thing is gone, man.
Yeah, but like there's still some authenticity in some spaces, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause there's like indie artists that's coming out that's doing their thing and that don't play into the brand and the corporations, you know what I mean? And they have followings too. It might not be this huge arena or stadium, but they'll sell out the hard ticket sales too, and these little like venues, small mom and pop venues, and they'll go on like little 6 city tours and do their thing like that. You know what I mean?
So you think that's gonna be the future of the real art form?
The authentic art form. Because someone saying they want to kill someone is real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's like the art now, bro. Sadly. Like you gotta, and in closing, I'm gonna keep saying this, bro.
But how long though? Because it's fading out.
It is.
If you think about it, it's fading
out. I saw
the
numbers. I was reading in the Wall Street Journal, some of those business magazines that hip hop, its sales are going down because people just feel it's too much now.
Yeah, that because that particular vibe has become the forefront. And it's almost like people, like he was telling me, like they're chasing that. Like,
catch a body. This kid said, I'm not irrelevant if I'm not a gangster, bro.
But with all these indictments, people losing their life and things like that, it's almost like people taking a step back like, yeah, hey, can you play something else? We ain't trying to hear that. Here comes Afro beats.
Here comes Afro beats.
Party, love.
Here comes Afro beats.
You know what I mean? Like, cause it's, when you listen to Afro beats, it's like party and love. Let's vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that, like, you can get tired of listening to that day after day after day. So when you're in the clubs, you're hearing more Afro beats.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing now.
If you hear the other stuff, yeah, it's on YouTube, it's on your phone, but when you're in the club, how often are you seeing those same records you play on your phone the club?
That's true. That's very, very. What's next for Sneak, man? Because you're evolving, man. I could tell.
So I've been thinking about many different things because I just, you know, I love hip hop. I love music, and I'm like, all right, what's next? Oh, you know what's next? You should probably want to do like podcasting with the DJs, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like in the lane for that, right? Mm-hmm. And like DJing never gets old. Like you look at Idris Elba, he's a DJ.
He's a
right?
DJ. Idris Elba is a DJ.
The CEO, I believe, at Chase Bank. Or
Beyonce's sister also likes to DJ. I was in a club when she was DJing.
Yeah, like there are so many people that DJ outside of what they do. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 DJs now. Shaq DJs, Snoop DJs. You know what I mean?
Hip hop was birthed by DJ Cool Herc, Jamaican DJ.
Yeah, shout out. You know what I mean? So like DJing, and I want to say something interesting, right? Your first rap song didn't come from New York.
No, tell me where. Educate us, Sneak.
Clarence Blowfly Reed. First rap song was called Rap Dirty. Y'all do y'all Googles. He recorded in the late 50s, but it came out somewhere in like 62 or 3. By the way, he was born in Georgia, but came down to South Florida when at the age of 8. And he also helped Betty write the same song.
Right.
He helped her write. He helped her write the same song that Beyonce sampled. Upgrade You. I just like to give people a little knowledge.
You just give. That's the
Clarence Blowfly Reed.
Clarence
Blowfly Reed. Do your Googles. It's the first rap song, Rap Dirty.
Finally, Sam. Does it sometimes, as we in this business, does it sometimes get exhausting pouring into everybody else when you want to build your own musical real estate?
So I'm gonna say something. You just articulate what it is, right? So it can, right? But then when you don't, you almost feel like, what are you doing? Like you almost feel empty. You feel like you're not doing what you set out to do. You know what I mean? So like it can be, right? But it's like when you stop and be like, all right, never man, fuck this, I'm doing something else. And it's like, yo, what are you doing? Go back.
Interesting.
What are you doing? What's out here? What do you, like, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna do something that's not even, go back into the space. And when I say the space, it doesn't necessarily mean making music or DJing, but in the music space. In that space of music, you know what I mean? Because music brings us all together. Regardless if you believe it or not or realize it, but music brings us all together. So even if the young people, you making a song about this particular op or whatever, you brought your people together. Now, the same person whose song it's about, it's like, damn, now his people, they brought together. Weirdly enough, that's just an example of what is going on today, right?
That's
cool.
True.
But then there's like songs and sounds like that's like not with that op kind of thing, but just like dancing and things like that. People in Africa, right? The Afro beats, right? There's some people that's never been in Africa, let alone know what a Nigerian is or the difference between Nigeria and South Africa, right?
That's true.
But they're like, yo, this is dope. Like, you know what I mean? And bringing people together from all parts of the world. So music brings us all together. You see what I'm saying?
Music is a life force, brother.
Yeah, it's literally a life force. It's like an energy in itself for humans. There's like how many Spanish songs you know that you listen to?
All
man,
the
that's
time, I don't know what they
and
say.
don't know nothing. I'll just sell your cool song will come on. I'll be like, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
There could be like a square dance or country song come on, and you'll be like, damn, Dolly Parton is really dope.
So at the end of this life force, where do you want what do you want Miami's sound to add to that life force, bro?
Miami. If you've been down here, when you think of Miami, right, it's like it's melting pot of everything,
It
right?
is.
But Miami's already done that. Bass music, a lot of people, wherever you from, especially in the South, your sound was curated through Miami bass. Luther Campbell.
Started all of that.
There's DJs, there's producers from Atlanta. I'm sure they'll say it. Came down here, who worked with Mr. Mix, who worked with different producers, and went back, and they created their own thing. And now y'all have whatever y'all have. But Miami's already been there.
So Miami doesn't have to add the life force. It's the source. Man.
You feel me?
My man.
You gotta understand, parental advisory. It's for Luther Campbell, man.
Luther Campbell did that.
Yeah, like.
He fought for that.
So it's like when people speak and I just be like, yeah, y'all just can't do Sir Luther like that.
Sir.
Yeah, you can't do Sir Luther like that.
You gotta get him on NiteCap.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's because it's like you can't like.
Sir
He go online and people be like, whatever. I'm like, nah, y'all gotta let him talk and listen.
There would be no freedom of speech in hip hop wasn't for Luther Campbell.
Yeah, man. Like it's so much, man. Like Luther Campbell, right? Uncle Luke got some kids from Cali, brought them to Miami, and started like 2 Live Crew.
Yeah.
He got a group from Houston and H-Town.
Asian. Roddy knocking, I can't say
knocking
the boots.
Yeah, and then he got some local kids. He got Poison Clan.
Got Poison Clan.
You feel what I'm saying?
See, it all starts from the bottom, and it goes up.
Started from the bottom out here, ain't it? Ain't that what Drake said?
Proven you ain't got nothing wrong with Drake.
Oh, nah, man. Listen, man. Aubrey know we cool, man.
Indeed.
Man. They'll call me and one of these days, be like, hey, man, what's up? I don't know.
That's just how the industry is, ain't it?
That's how I go, man. You can't take it too personal. I remember Ross told me, man, don't die for this rap shit. Don't get to like where it's like people be like beefing on records and stuff like that. He told me that, yo, don't die for this rap. Because I remember I was like hyped by some like I think it was between him and Jeezy and shit.
I remember that Jeezy thing. You're right. So which one?
Right.
I forgot his dad some with Jeezy
So
too.
then and I was just like turned up, like, hey man, I saw Jeezy last night. He was in the club, man. He's like, man, don't die for this rap. It's just rap.
So you was gonna take it there, Sneak.
I mean, I think, I'm
anybody could,
like, yeah. So he's like, man, it's rap. And then like and this back then, you know what I mean? Like people now done took it there already where they don't care about like putting on to a rapper or, entertainers, things like that. It's almost like
a trophy now.
Yeah, I did that, you know what I mean?
Killing a rapper is almost like you have a trophy.
Yeah, but it's like you did that and you know, it's like, I know I'm gonna say this to people, like they don't care, like, well, you in jail sitting like you did that.
Life over.
Yeah, and I remember Trick said something. He's like, man, he said something. He's like, I can't let. He said some way where he was like, I can't just let like a peon just like kill me, like, and they stuck, and it stuck with me, like somebody who had nothing to live for killed me, like
kills a legend.
Yeah, so he just, I'm like, yo, that's crazy, like, you know what I mean? But now that's.
Stay safe, Sneak. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, man. NiteCap.
My man, NiteCap.
I love it, man. And the coffee's good too. I like.
Tell people about the coffee, man. It's good?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, I drank it. I do like it.
NiteCap has been brought to you by Peter's NiteCap Coffee, the brew that fuels introspection.